she got diagnosed, and she was living in Morocco at the time. That's my dad's side of the family. So we went out to see her, and it was just so heartbreaking. She just wasn't herself, and you see glimpses for a moment. She's there and recognises you, and then in an instant, it's gone. And it's like when you're younger and you sort of see it, and that's the first time I ever saw my dad cry. Man, you always look at your dad and you think, oh my God, never see them weak, never see them anything. And it's the first time I saw my dad cry, and that broke my heart. And that's why the Alzheimer Society means so much to me, and I try and do everything I can to support them, because I've seen what it can do to someone. This horrible illness. It destroys you and your humanity and who you are, strips you of who you are. And something like today, promoting these memory walks, which will raise money for the Alzheimer Society. They're so key, because in a time with the world, with what's going on with COVID, I think they were saying a quarter of people who have unfortunately passed away from COVID have had dementia, and the numbers are that's awful. And people with dementia are so susceptible to it, and we need to keep raising money for the carers and the phone lines to stay open so people can get diagnosed, and anything I can do to help, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, and it has, isn't it, really?
Puts what we do into perspective, really. I know what we do, and as athletes we want to see it as life or death, and it's the be all and end all, but there's real world issues going on, and look at the Olympics got postponed this year, and athletes, I think, for a moment took that very hard and were very upset, and then they realised, actually, like I said, the whole world is suffering, and it's bigger than sport, which is why something like this is, as an athlete, it makes you realise what you do is great entertainment for people, and but there's real world issues.
And so many Olympic Games.
Yeah, I've done 2, and I missed out on a medal in Rio by 0.003 of a second. I missed out on a medal at the World Championships last year, which was tough to take as well. So I'm hungry for it, and I know what it takes to win that gold medal, and there's no reason why I can't do that. As crazy as people say that sounds, I think anything can happen at a Games, and for me, I'm just going to get myself into the best shape I can be. I've got my own lane to run, and I'm going to do my best, and if that gets me to a gold medal or any sort of medal, then I'll be pleased. I understand what Rule 50 is for, which is against all political protest, but I think what taking a knee is a bit more than political in the whole grand scheme of things of what's happening in the world, and I think a lot of federations and a lot of Olympic committees, like the BOA, the British Olympic Association, have said they won't be punishing any athletes, and I know a lot of other nations have got that mentality as well. So for the IOC, next year in Tokyo, I don't know how they could do that, because I believe a lot of athletes will use their platform and their voice to really speak out and make a difference, which, like you said, you remember all of those protests on the podium, which is great.
Cheers. It's 50 minutes or stuff, or I can change and do it in like 35 hours.
What the disease does is it changes the person with Alzheimer's completely. They're like a different person. You watch them change over the weeks, and their brain shrinks gradually. Although my partner's on medication, so that slowed it down a lot. But you see their personality change. You see them struggle with words when they were very knowledgeable beforehand, and you could have a good conversation, maybe even a debate if you wanted to. It's good banter. It's very, very difficult now to communicate. Communication is the most difficult thing, I think.